Our rights are on the line, folks. Our reproductive rights.
It's funny how she says she won't go on, but then she does. This is what she wants you to preserve. Hey guys, it's Angela. Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about Rachel Zegler's woke meltdown after the election. If you are new, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. We have actually talked about Rachel Zegler before because she is going to be starring in the new Snow White movie, which is set to come out March of 2025. And people were very upset about this because the whole thing about Snow White is that she had skin white as snow, and Rachel Zegler does not. So she kind of seems like a DEI hire, similar to Kamala Harris. So it's no surprise that she wants us to vote for Kamala Harris. So we're going to be looking at her Instagram stories, but I want you guys to gain an understanding of why people aren't super fond of her, because she doesn't really act like a Disney princess and she has an attitude. So here's a couple of clips of her that have gone very viral.
What made you want to step into this world of DC heroes? I needed a job. I'm being so serious.
Okay, so it doesn't really seem like she's super enthusiastic about her role, right? See how much she cares about the important role of Snow White, the most classical film that Disney ever created.
I'm a narcissist. Original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so.
Okay.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird. And then it became like, I will elbow everyone out of the way to play the part. That people will assume is a love story just because like we cast a guy in the movie, right. Andrew Burnap. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
I say, if I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
And we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
Not gonna be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
So you can already tell she's mega feminist. Mega feminists are very scary at this point. And here she is literally telling her voters to vote for Kamala Harris, not telling them to vote, not encouraging them to vote for Kamala Harris. She is not giving them an option. This is berserk.
I don't think I've come up on this social media app to say that we have a really important presidential election coming up, and Lenny is very eager for you to vote for Kamala Harris. And it's actually non-negotiable. Our rights are on the line, folks. Our reproductive rights. Come on. Go vote blue. And if you disagree with this sentiment, just hit the unfollow button. I don't need your business.
Why does she look so, like, scary? And honestly, it's fine, because Elon Musk was also telling people to vote for Donald Trump because he believed that it was important too. So you have your free speech. I just find it funny that people feel the need to listen to a celebrity tell them who to vote for, as if her role in Snow White or any other movie has any correlation to our economy or the safety of our country.
I also just want to pop on here to say that this is unfortunately not the time to be a single issue voter. I appreciate the passion and the research that has gone into a lot of the DMs I've been sent about saying to vote blue and to vote for Kamala. And I really understand. The amazing thing about our world right now, and by amazing I mean really unfortunate, is that we will never have a candidate that we all 100% agree is the best choice to lead the free world. But what we should be able to agree on is that the alternative means that the world is no longer free. Abstaining from the vote, voting third party, I'm sorry to say, and obviously voting for Donald Trump is voting for no longer having the ability to disagree with our politicians and have the opportunity to make real change. I'm very scared to live in that kind of future. And if you are too, I hope you will join me in voting early and voting blue. And also, if you can only go out tomorrow on election day, going and voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
Honestly, I find it really sad that they actually believe that Donald Trump is a dictator, or he's like Maduro, and they're sincerely scared. And I think that that is the saddest thing of it all, because it's just so untrue. And you can just tell that they've listened to a lot of Kamala Harris's lies. So now I am going to do you the favor of reading her very lengthy Instagram post. Here we go. I find myself speechless in the midst of this. Another 4 years of hatred, leading us towards a world I do not want to live in, leading us towards a world that will be hard to raise my daughter in, leading us towards a world that will force her to have a baby she doesn't want. I am so sick and tired of women treating babies as if they are some type of virus in the body, leading us towards a world that is fearful. I shouldn't be this shocked, but I am. I am heartbroken for my friends who awoke fear this morning, and I am here with you to cry, to yell, to hug, to wax poetic on how the left continues to fail us in forging a new path forward. This loss should not have been. And it certainly should not have been by so many votes. I echo Ethel Kane's statement more than anything. Okay, so now I have to read Ethel Kane's statement. Here I go. The problem is that America has beaten down its people for decades and gotten them weak and desperate, and now promises a way out, a way to transcend and rise above through selling out their fellow men. They encourage contempt and hatred as one-way ticket to not being included with the masses, being death march to poverty or imprisonment or whatever other bitter and surely awaits the people they're told are beneath them. An embarrassingly large chunk of white men are just straight up Nazis these days, as a way to dissociate from the rest of the carnage around them, even if they're broken, uneducated, and from an impoverished background themselves. They'll always vote for and align themselves with anything for a taste of power and control that makes them feel a little less helpless. The same thing goes for minorities. They'll punch you down if they think it'll get them somewhere, even if in reality they're punching sideways. I don't know what else to say. Really, everybody is so incredibly hateful. Okay, says the one who just wrote all of this. We are a loveless, disrespectful nation. We are so spread thin by our government that we would sell each other out in a heartbeat for an ounce of relief. This is what we've come to. Jeez, is that enough negativity for today? So Rachel Zegler agrees with this, and while you could agree with that, it is definitely a choice. Do we have to have such a pessimistic view on the world? So she goes on to post on her Instagram story. There is also a deep, deep sickness in this country that is shown in the sheer amount of people who showed up for this man who threatens our democracy. It is terrifying, the number of people who stand behind what this man preaches. It is foolish subscription to a false sense of security, of masculinity, of intelligence, of patriotism, and of humanity. There is no help, no counsel in any of them. I could go on. I won't. I feel sad. You probably do too. F this. It's funny how she says she won't go on, but then she does. Get off of Elon's app, by the way. The F are you doing? They're eating you up on Twitter. I don't use that app for a reason. He helped get that man elected, and you're giving him business. I was talking about finding catharsis in art. I don't care if you're going to pick a fight with me. It's been done before. Find something real to be mad at today. There's plenty to go around. And I'm just over here like, why are they so angry? Life is good. Might I remind you, we're living in the greatest country in the world. Our technology is more advanced than ever. We have everything that we want right at our fingertips. It'll show up right at your front door. These are the greatest days ever. And yet, the best we can do is post an Instagram story like this. And she also, I guess she made a post or shared a post from another person, Matt XIV, that says, oh man, here I go. Let me get my angry face on again because I'm pretending to be Rachel Zegler. I'm not voting for Kamala Harris because I love her, or because she's my mamala, or because she's brat. I'm not voting for her because I agree with her on every issue. I'm fully ready to protest when she falls short. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because either she or Donald Trump will be president come January. And if Hillary Clinton, another deeply flawed candidate, had won in 2016, Roe v. Wade would be law today, and women who are dead from treatable pregnancy complications would be alive. Where do these people get their information from? Because This is not true. Because I don't believe trans people and immigrants are the root of our problems as a country. Because I don't want a conservative Supreme Court for the rest of my life. Because I want us to be able to protest her without having the National Guard deployed on us. Because if she loses, I worry I may never vote again. Okay. And it just seems like they try to steal everything that the Republicans come up with. Elon Musk was on Joe Rogan talking about how this could be the last election, and they are so uncreative to come up with what they think could happen that they just have to steal what would have actually happened if Kamala Harris got elected. I find that so uncreative. As I was looking at posts for this video, somebody shared this video, this clip of her dancing in a play, and it's just really bizarre. It looks like she's doing ayahuasca in the middle of the jungle and just losing her mind. But this is art. This is beautiful, apparently. This is expression. This is what she wants you to preserve. Her feminine rights to dance and bounce around on stage and do whatever this is. Rachel Zegler is a beautiful girl, and I think that she means well. It just seems like a lot of people who are so scared right now are just misinformed about what MAGA is. Donald Trump is in his 70s. He doesn't need to be running for president. He's just doing so because he's a proud American citizen. He lived out the American dream, and I believe that he wants to provide that to as many other American citizens as possible. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!